Anderson, come here. I wonder if we'll ever get to this point where I've uploaded an hour ago and so has Asheville. I've got 45 views, he's got 9,200 views. One day. Do you want to come with Daddy on a call out, Anderson? You can't come. Mummy will play with you, okay? Hey, Daddy's got to go to work. Anderson? Love you.
I can even call you.
Well, are you going to subscribe to mine then?
What is it?
Bowden Builders Merchants, it's called. So I'm on this call out now, and what's happened is you were putting these black back plates on, were you?
Yeah.
And as you took the switch off, this is a triple intermediate switch, so it does that room, the hall, and then upstairs landing. So one of the wires come out.
That doesn't do that one.
It doesn't do that one. I'll have a look at that now. So that's it, yeah. And I say I've found out which wire it is, got that in, but then I've also fitted a little, because they've got a 16mm back box, and obviously a triple switch. I've fitted I can't remember what they're called, obviously just a spacing, but we'll get that on now. That's what I've got this for. Thank you. The biggest one I do. Do you know where your stop tap is?
Yeah.
Good.
He's got a switch.
Have you got the switch one?
Yeah, because you know what?
Do you know how many call outs to do where I get there and the house is completely flooded?
Oh no.
And they go, I don't know where the stop tap is.
No.
So I always say when I do them, I say, do you know where your stop tap is?
Yeah. Well, do you know what?
Because it could save you like thousands of pounds of damage.
The mess we've had around with that kitchen at first. And when I first got the 30 I said, will you put the there? So it was right underneath like the floorboard, but you couldn't turn it. So
It wouldn't turn.
No. So I said to the other fella, I said, listen, can you move that up so I can just turn my tap off if I know where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he's gone and all that, I looked and he's blocked it all in with the
There
back.
we go. So you've had another one, which I'm guessing obviously you've had some sort of work done, maybe when you've swapped these sockets over.
Yeah.
Because we changed the lights, didn't we?
And someone's put the wrong cable in the wrong one. Oh, to be honest, when I was opening this up, I was thinking, because they're always a nightmare, these. That's why the first question I asked you was, did it ever work?
Yeah.
Because I've done one of these before where someone's gone, yeah, it worked. And it was like physically impossible for it to work. And I was like, I've got to run a new cable because it's, it never worked.
Yeah.
But
They're all on their own transformers now.
oh yeah, that'll be for the LED lights. But what you've got, obviously you had the bathroom one coming on and off with the, what do you call it?
The ring.
What's this room? The kitchen and the other room. So you had to have these lights on to turn the bathroom lights on.
Yeah.
So that was telling me that the feed was just in the wrong bit.
Just in the wrong one.
But yeah, they're a bit done. At least that's on. Do you want me to put a plastic bit on this one as well?
We haven't got one today.
No, do you want me to put a
yeah.
packet? Because that won't go in either.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, no worries. So I've just driven past obviously the road, and I've just knocked my mirror and took your, what's it called, the plastic cap off, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And you rang me. I went to stop, but I'm in a mad rush to go and get this concrete that's probably gone off now.
Come back later if you want.
No, it's alright. I'm just polishing some concrete we done yesterday,
Thought it was worse.
but I've clipped it on, and then you need your roof. His roof's leaking here, so we just wanted to know about plywood it and fiberglass in it. And then you do haulage, don't you?
Yeah.
I say it's fate, isn't it?
Can't you? We'll sort your anything you need and all, which we sort out.
And you do a lot of operators license applications, but you haven't had as many objections as me, obviously.
No, never had one.
I said that to the fella. I said, is it normal to get 50 objections? And he was like, no, normally you get one.
That amount.
Well, that was a weird turn of fate, wasn't it? I was just driving down and I clipped my wing mirror on the left, and I seen mine bend in, and I thought, So I went to stop and I seen mine bent, and I thought, oh, it must have been mine that's made the noise, not theirs. And so I carried on driving because I was in a rush to get to this concrete. And the guy rang me, obviously seeing the sign on my van, and he said, "Oh, listen, mate, you know, you just it's knocked the cover off me wing mirror." So I said, "Oh, look, I'll spin back and have a look at it." And luckily, I say there was no damage. It just literally unclipped out. I mean, there was something like a bit in the back that was broke, but like not broke, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've clipped it back in, and hopefully that's fine. And he went, obviously, just got chatting to him, and he was like, "Yeah, needs his roof's leaking. Could I have a look at it for him?" And then just got chatting again, and told him about the YouTube and stuff, and he said, "Oh, you know, he'll subscribe." And then he does haulage, so he does haulage for containers. And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm in the middle of ordering stuff from China actually, so I could do with haulage and that." And then I was just chatting to him about the operator's license as well, because obviously they do operator's licenses. They've been doing them for 20 odd years. So they were saying that, yeah, you know, should be fine getting one there to, and you know, if we need any help, they'll help me out. So I've gone from whacking this guy's mirror off to him offering to help me, which is again, just be nice to people, and they'll more than likely be nice back. Right, I'm just gonna, on the way to finish that call out, I'm just on the way to the student job before I whack that guy's mirror off, and I'm just gonna check this concrete, whether it needs another, whether I can polish it now. It's slightly dry, but we'll see. Oh, just here now, and you can see what I mean about this bit. One thing I wasn't expecting to see is how is that got here?
Where's that fell from? Ah!
Unless they brought it here. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, it's been there for a while, hasn't it? I'm gonna wash my hands after this. I'll leave it there, see if one of the lads finds it. Right, I'm just going to try and give this a little polish while I'm here now. And hopefully you'll be able to see the difference in polishing it dry versus when it was with water yesterday. Right, that is in, I always forget which position. I'm going to have to put a label on this. And then I've done the same thing where I didn't turn everything off yesterday, so I reckon it's that way. I reckon I've just got fuel in that. I think what I just done when I've done that is I've maybe just flooded this where I was carrying it, I've tilted petrol, and it's obviously flooded either the carburettor or whatever, but obviously it just took a while for it to all blow through. One thing I didn't mention yesterday was this handle here. So when you have new blades fitted, as you twist this, it actually changes the angle. Let me stop this and you'll be able to see it. You can see that blade at the front coming up. So obviously if you want to dig into the ground more, and then if you want to get a proper polished look, so you want to dig in to get it smooth, and then as you keep going like lower and lower and lower, obviously it'll keep flattening it then. So we'll give it a go now, pull them up a little bit, see if we can get a bit more of these grooves down. Right, so I've been wetting, and I was toying that I've just been literally, every time you pick one of these stones up, you can hear it on the machine. But yeah, you can see that's a lot better now, can't you? What I'm going to try now is, one, I was going to get some dye from the van and try and, like, you know, experiment while we've got the chance now. This is getting covered, just experiment with obviously colouring. And I was thinking, if I had some powdered dye, the powder would actually soak up some of the moisture. So what I'm looking for is like this type of bit now, where you can see my footprint, and then as I go over that now, it'll go. That bit is still too wet. So, and then over here isn't wet enough. So what I'm thinking of doing is obviously wet this bit, get it all flat, and then even if I just got some cement, so I'm going to try that now on these bits and see what effect it has. So we've got some cement left over here that we'll be able to sprinkle out. So I'm just going to do that now and see if that helps it. So that worked really well. The only thing I've got to watch is that you don't do too much cement, because what happens is if you use too much cement, it cracks. That's why you use sand and stone to bind it together. So we'll see, obviously, tomorrow what this comes out like. And then this bit needs a bit more water, but what I'm going to go and try, I've got some red dye in the van liquid. I'm going to put that out. I'm just going to experiment and see. So people ask me all the time, like, how do you learn all this stuff? Like, who's taught you all the bits that, like, when we're doing stuff, lifting steels in, like rendering, like, and you know, there's courses for everything. However, a lot of it is, you know, I've bought my own houses, and I just like trying stuff. So, like I say, then I should have got some powder, but I've just tried that with cement. I might come in tomorrow and it's all cracked, and I think, right, I won't do that again. But if that works nice now, I know that next time, it'd be handy if I had like another person here, one with water, and they could, like, you know, any bits like there. So you can only see it when I go level with it. So that needs water now. So what I'm going to do is go and get the dye, and hopefully the dye will act as the water, and then if I need to, I can sprinkle cement, or if I could get some dry powder, I'd like to try that to see how that mixes in. So we did this once last time with but I just done it too early. I didn't know as much as I did now. We tried to use this, and it was too wet, and I was putting powder in, and it was just soaking right through to like the middle of the concrete, and then when it was dry, you couldn't see any of it. So you think you've got to wait till it's like this, and then, you know, put the powder on. Well, we'll see now when I go and get this liquid. So I've got some red that I bought for a job that didn't end up needing it. So, it's horrible stuff, this, by the way. So anyway, that's got these kinks. See what this comes out like. Hopefully it doesn't squirt all over me. Right, anyway, it's got these little dinks. That's how we go. See what that does. I'll put it on my finger because I'm sure you want to see it. Oh no. Oh no, my metal thing's come off, so I don't know if I can film it like this. I'll try. The neighbours will probably ring the police saying that I've killed someone on the job, but I don't mind that. Looking at it thinking, you know, maybe I can water this down. What I like about it is that it highlights the bits that need polishing. So even if you just used a colour, maybe not red. I mean, if anyone wants a red floor for a garage or something, I don't know. But it shows you obviously the bits that you need to carry on polishing over. So yeah, I might go and water this down a bit and see if it still has the same effect. Well, I like that idea. I just didn't have enough dye, so it literally highlights anywhere that you've not. I think it'd be nice to come in and see the whole. I probably could have thinned that dye out and done the whole lot in it, but it'd be nice to come in and see every single. Oh, I'm out of breath carrying that machine. Every single centimetre of it, even up to the walls like that, all in one colour. Maybe not red, but I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, trial and error. We'll see what this comes out like tomorrow. Right, that's it. I'm going home. It is about to go dark. I'm going to be watch on, so I don't even know what time it is. But I've just fell asleep in Rachel's mum and dad's, and was woken up to another call out. That's by our house. As Rachel and Anderson are leaving to go home, so sounds like fate. So it's a flat on Fulwood Park, so I'm just going to head there now. Hopefully it's an easy one, I can do that and then go home, because I'm absolutely shattered. You can probably tell I've done loads this week. But I need the money, because especially now with planning being so difficult, like I just have to pay for everything even more now. Like I've got to probably save up for the appeal process now. So all it is just, you know, it takes longer, costs more money, and just makes things more difficult. But I'll keep plugging away while I can, while I'm young and able. I'll just keep doing as many call outs as I can. Hopefully they keep sending me them all tonight, and I can do loads, and it'll cover everything going forward this week. And yeah, I keep seeing new cement mixer ideas. Oh, I had this idea. So the last one I seen was the one I put in. I think it does just over a metre cubed in it, and you load the hopper, press a button, it flicks it up and puts it into a mixing barrel that, as it rotates backwards, it mixes, and then when you want it to exit, you press it forward, similar to like a bottle mixer that you see driving around. It's the same sort of theory as that. However, I've seen one that goes on a trailer, which is here, and then I've seen, I don't know whether this one's the best one, but there's one that goes on a forklift. So obviously for the yard we can do it, just load it, press a button, mix it, and then obviously discharge it into the moulds. Or they do one with a forklift with a self-loading bucket as well here. So for me, for what we wanted to do on the yard for mixing that, I think that's the best one, because you can just do it. Like, you can change the height of the forklift, you can wheel it over to one mould, then another, then, you know. Whereas all the others are sort of bulky, and you'd have to reverse the trailer up, and then going on the trailer, you'd have to put it into a hopper above. But then I'm thinking long term, would that one be good? Because if we do get permission for a wagon, nah, even then it wouldn't be worth it. So yeah, I think that this one's maybe like could be the best one. But yeah, if anyone has any ideas, message me or send me any ones that I've missed. We will see what this call out is. I can't remember whether it was electric or plumbing. I think it was electric. Yeah. Funny because it's Sunday, so I'm going to go to bed knackered, and then I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it'll be Monday and the week starts again, and I've got to make sure that everyone's busy and we're getting value for money out of everyone, and my list of jobs is going to multiply tenfold. So just at this call out and as you noticed first, you just come back and it was off.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking, obviously I said straight away, you said that this was leaking. However, you didn't realise it was coming from the sink, not the dishwasher.
Yeah.
But when we've opened this and cleared it, what's happened is the shelf has actually held the water in the back, and then I'm guessing it's in. But as we're here, this is dripping now, and there's nothing actually on. So it's a block of flats, and what I'm assuming is that maybe it's backlogged here, and this is the nearest point that's coming. So if someone's using the sink or shower upstairs, it's coming down backlogged. We'll check all that out now, but I'm just going to clear this. Obviously, I might try and move this for you so it's higher up.
Yeah, you do what
So that
do you want
it's
to
not...
text the neighbours and ask them if they're using this?
No, don't worry. I'll know once I dismantle this, if it comes flooding out, it's a backlog that way.
Yeah, good
But
job
yeah.
cleaning this coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Right, so I've cleaned this, I've disconnected this socket, and that's actually dry and okay. So I think it's obviously the plugs. I've seen better days, so I just hung these out the way while I was cleaning. But I think what I need to do is obviously clean these and make sure that maybe get a hairdryer and just dry them, make sure they're okay. Right, so with that disconnected, I'm now going to try and see if the breaker will stay on. So this one's down and the RCD's up, so there we go, it stayed on. So I'm going to go and test that socket now, and we'll see if it's that. So power's back on. That one is the washing machine, that's fine. I've just put my continuity on here, and this is belling through on earth to neutral, earth to live, live to neutral, so we know there's a water problem. And I've just pulled out the dishwasher just to check there wasn't like a cut in the cable, that it was something sat in a puddle. So it's actually inside, and then you can see here, there's like water on top of the machine. So there's something inside there which is sort of out of my realm. It's sort of electronics, which they'll have to get AEG out. But I was just saying, he's had it 5 years, he might as well just buy a new one, and then he's got a new warranty on it then. So yeah, everything's back on, and I've fixed the sink. What I was going to say is, so what had happened was this had dropped down.
Right.
So what you might want to do, it's on now. I say all the rubbers are tight and stuff. However, like over like time, loads of time and use and whatever, that's obviously like dropped down and come out of its socket and leaked. So I would jam something under it, if that makes sense. If you can find something that like obviously fits there, just to stop it from, you know, slowly dropping down and then obviously causing the leak again. But obviously if anything happens again, you know to go to that, turn these off.
Yeah.
So if that button on the board ever trips, what you do is you turn all the switches off and then see if it comes back on.
Yeah.
If it comes back on, then you go on each breaker.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did to identify this. Yeah.
But then what you do is, if you identify it's the kitchen socket or the ground floor sockets, you go around and you unplug everything. So everything off the circuit, and all you're left with then is a wire from the board into each socket and back to the board.
Yeah.
And if it comes on, then it means that it's something you plugged in.
Yeah.
If it stays off, it means it's like a wiring issue between this, or a socket issue. So that way you can come in, take these out, and then as it stays on, you go, oh great, and you go around plugging stuff in, and as you plug in your Ninja, it trips. You go, oh, it's that. Or obviously, I don't think you knew there was these weird.